Yes, this case really has been headline news in Hong Kong for the last few months. It all happened in August when 12 young Hong Kongers, aged between 16 and 33, were caught by the Chinese Coast Guard while allegedly trying to flee Hong Kong to reach Taiwan on a speedboat. Ever since then, that's now more than 4 months, they've been detained in China without any contact with their families and with no access to independently appointed lawyers. And that's obviously caused a stir here in Hong Kong. Pro-democracy activists, opposition lawmakers have been lobbying for their release, or at least for their return to Hong Kong. And as you say, it's then been picked up by the UK and US governments, both then calling for their release and their immediate return to Hong Kong.
And so what is the reaction from the activists' families and supporters, especially with news today that they have allegedly pleaded guilty?
Yes, well, this all happened very suddenly. So on Monday of this week, the 10 of those 12, that's the 10 who are above the age of 18, 2 are younger than 18, those 10 were put on trial on Monday. The families said they didn't have enough warning and were not able to get there themselves. And then suddenly now we're told that tomorrow, Wednesday, local time, they'll actually be sentenced over these charges. Now we can listen in to the support groups. They called a hastily convened press conference where they outlined the challenges they've been facing over the last 4 months. Let's take a listen.
The unfair court proceeding is evidence of an obvious draconian political persecution. The families of the 12 have been in great agony throughout their detention. They are now only asking for the safety of their children and their earliest return to Hong Kong.
Now, as you can hear there, they're very clear. They think this has just been a politically persecuted manoeuvre by China and that these 10 should be returned to Hong Kong, along with the 2 that are not facing these trials and this sentencing tomorrow. What will happen next, though, is still not clear because there's still no real indication how and when these 12 may return to Hong Kong. And, of course, they may then face extra charges when they do, because they were all facing charges relating to protest activities last year before they left Hong Kong in the first place. So very difficult times for these 12 and their families, and no real clarity as to exactly what will happen after tomorrow's sentencing.